Hello and welcome. It is Monday, March 12, 2018. We're looking at Fill Finder plus automation in the June 2018 NASDAQ futures contract. And so before setting up the zone here, we've had a series of higher highs after the market sought to trade below today's open, below today's low, but did not develop well. And so looking for a bullish outlook on this, looking for the market to rise more easily than it will fall. And so in such a setting, we're looking to buy bargains. And so if the market can stretch out and pull back, then we'll look to get in. And so the zone that I'm looking for is 7154.5 down to 7153 even. And anything below 7154.5, if the market trades below that and then still continues and trades below 53, Fill Finder will continue to look for a trade. And so when buying, the zone low, whether it's a big zone or a small zone, isn't so critical, because anything below the zone high, Fill Finder will look for a trade below that price. And so I'm going to activate support, and now we're going to go up. I'm going to select the quantity. So as you know from prior videos, larger quantity at the smaller initial profit objective, and then smaller quantity at the larger secondary profit objective. And so larger quantity for the smaller target, smaller quantity for the larger target. And now under the risk heading here, as you can see, these are selectable, so you can just select. And so let me tell you what you're selecting. Target 1 is its own profit target. Target 2 is completely separate and its own profit target. The numbers represent a multiple of your initial risk. And so if the initial risk is 6 ticks and you want to exit at your smaller target at a profit objective that matches those six ticks, then you would use a multiple of 1. If you want to exit at a multiple of 2, just simply click up to 2. And so for the larger target, if you want to exit at a larger multiple of risk instead of triple the risk, which is the default, it defaults at 1 times your risk for the smaller target and 3 times your risk for the larger target. But if you want to change that, you can simply select the multiple of your initial risk that you would like as your profit objective. So I'm going to use double the risk for target 1 and 5 times the risk for target 2. In this bullish setting, looking for the market to develop something decent to the upside, and so a little bit more of a bullish outlook on this. And so now the support zone has been activated from 7154.5 down to 53. The quantities have been selected in input, and the target multiples have been selected. And so now it's just a matter of waiting and letting the market come to us. And so I'll just pause the video and let the market develop and check back here in just a bit. Okay, so market's just about at our zone here. So I'm going to just expand the chart out just a little bit. And so like I was saying earlier, 7154.5, if and when the market's able to trade below that, Fill Finder, and okay, we've just ticked into the zone. So Fill Finder will look at all trade activity below 54.5, 7154.5. And if there is a buy-side strength imbalance, which can be arrived at any number of ways. If you've traded order flow before, you know there's many different ways that strength can be conveyed. So Fill Finder reads the order book in real time, relieving a tremendous workload off of us as traders, and also enabling us to trade multiple markets simultaneously. Once we know the zones we're interested in, we can simply tell Fill Finder what we want it to do, and then it will work that whether we're watching for those trades or not without having to study the order book tick by tick. And so market's in the zone. So far, no fill. And so just because, and as you know, if you've traded for any length of time, you can put in a support. Sometimes the market turns on a dime, other times no. And so,
order pending.
Okay, so just filled. Just want to show you something here. I can grab these orders and simply select a different price if I want without interfering with the strategy. Filled at 71.52 1/4 is what we show. Okay, so the smaller target just filled. that was set at double the risk, but then I moved it around, so that might be a little different. And then also you can see the stop moved to 71.52 1/4. So this is a split fill. Obviously this is showing long from 52 1/2, and then over here 52 1/4. The P&L is real time, and it includes your smaller target. And so money made in the smaller target is factored into this here. And so it's a cumulative live real-time P&L. So came within a tick and then backed off. And I did move that. I think it was slightly lower, but just wanted to show you how the orders work. And so the stop is at the entry. You could move it up a tick if you want it to match and be on the top end of that split fill rather than the bottom, but it's just a fraction of a tick difference. And so market has pulled back. Also, just with regard to other controls, you can close quantity 1 anytime you want by simply clicking close quantity 1. We could close quantity 2 right now by clicking close quantity 2, or close all will do just that. Any open positions initiated on this chart will close at the market. All of the orders are market orders actually when it comes to closing. And so we'll just wait and see if it's able to develop upward.
Order filled.
Okay, so 7160 did fill. And so that is a limit order. So the exits, the target exits are limit orders, but then if you want to interrupt and just go for a close at any time, those are market orders. And so just looking back here, we had an instance where I'll zoom this back out so you can see the entire session. An instance where the market had exhibited a difficulty toward trading to lower lows. The ease of movement was not there on the sell side and has been there on the buy side. We can see buy side ease of movement taking less time to rise than the pullbacks here. We can see it's a little bit more herky-jerky here. It's a little bit more straightforward. And so looking to be a bargain buyer, we don't want to just buy anywhere. We want to buy where the market's stretched out, where if there's an instance where new pressure can come into the market, that's where we want to trade. And so that was the basis for this zone here. It is an organized trade. It is a step-by-step trade. It is a repeatable trade. And if you'd like to learn more about it, you can just put your information in the comments below, and I'll get back with you on that. Or you can go to tradingsuper.com and learn more about how you can learn the trades and put the software to use in your personal trading and increase your bottom line. And so that's a look at PhilFinder Plus Automation for Monday, March 12, 2018. Just looking at a buy-side opportunity in a bullish setting. And again, if you have any questions or comments, just put those in below, and we'll look for you on the next video. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.